Hey guys, welcome to a special episode of Konsui Fighter Live.
Yep.
My name's Logan, head of marketing PR here at Circean Studios.
Yep. I'm Shane, the director.
Sean, do programming stuff.
Yep.
And so we're here to watch the entirety of our Combo Breaker tournament. So
Yep.
we are back from Combo Breaker. It was really, really fun.
Yep.
Some people got merch
Yep.
over here, as you can see.
I didn't wear my merch.
Some
Aw,
people
aw.
are repping the game. You know, it's all right.
We got to bring the whole experience here for people to know what it was like there.
Yep, because there was anime.
Yep.
There
Yep.
was us and
And
Combo
the
Breaker.
event.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
The tournament.
But we're gonna be doing another stream later in a few weeks of just more of like how the convention was and like updates that we implemented before then. So this is primarily just the tournament. So we'll be starting that here in just a moment. So I do want to at least set the ground of how the tournament ran. So it was a single elimination, and it was basically, I think we had 26-ish people.
That sounds about right.
So there was a few buys in the second round, but we did single elim up until the quarterfinals, which then we did best 2 of 3. So.
Yep.
Those matches are going to be just a little bit longer when we get to those. Another thing is we did 3 different stations, one had a webcam and the other 2 didn't. So you might see where it'll kind of go between a shot where it was kind of our main computer where we had a webcam and mic, and then another one that doesn't. This is my first time watching it in its entirety. Because I was
a little busy running
right.
the
I was kind of
entire
running the whole
event.
thing, so I didn't really get to watch too much. So
Right.
I'm really excited to
Yep.
experience this with all of you, because I always love watching these. When we did the
Yep.
NakaCon tournament, it was so fun just to see, just to see how people are using,
Yep.
Different
using the
characters.
characters and all that. Because,
Yep.
most of the people up until the quarterfinals, I think, have never touched the game except for the weekend.
Yeah.
But we did have some people who have played the game,
Mhm.
which was also really, really great to see.
Yep.
But does anybody else want to add anything?
No, I think
Okay.
we're good. Let's
Well,
dive
without
on
further ado, let's go ahead and begin.
in.
Ooh.
Right. So this is the start of the tournament.
John, Shane,
Yep,
Sean,
we're
Logan,
gonna-
Shane.
add our commentary here. So this is our starting bracket. As you can see, we have a good chunk of buys that'll come in round 2. We're gonna start off this first one with White Tree and Albrecht. I'm gonna butcher the names.
Yeah.
We're gonna just
Yep.
start off right now. So.
Ready?
But yeah, so this is a Shinra v Kenta match. You'll see a few of these, yeah.
Definitely popular characters this year.
Yeah, I was gonna say we talk a lot during these events about how like there are certain characters that seem to be pretty consistently sought after at the events, but it's always cool to see like people get a character in that isn't as common. So I see White Tree is kind of figuring out that little pop-up crystal toss combo there. Trying to keep Kenta back a bit once he starts getting the rock toss out. A grab for the KO. Nice. Oh yeah, no worries.
Oh, okay.
Ready?
Less.
Fight!
All right. Well, I don't want to mess with that. So
Yeah.
don't worry about me.
Cool. So Shinra's got one victory here. Kenta's always a tough one because, I'm still trying to balance his speed.
Yeah. And the rock.
Yeah, his whole archetype's kind of the whole, like, big and slow, but really hurts when he lands his hits. I think there's still some matchups where it feels like he's a little too sluggish to be able to get anything in, but we've also added some more defensive options. It's coming in a little over top. All right, so we got Kenta Super there.
Sandspire.
Turning around the match a little bit. So Shinra's got
nice.
two. He has two victories with Shinra, but Kenta's a little bit and then with defense, blocking that push. Pop up still really hard. Alright. Close. Ah,
Nice.
okay, so
Turn it around.
Kenta flips it around a little bit. So it's interesting too, like I don't know how much White Tree and Alrekta played of the game prior to the tournament, but it's interesting because in some of these matches you can see people start to figure out some different strategies with the characters.
Sandspire.
Oh, 1, 2, 3 combo. Oh man, another 1, 2, 3. And
Yeah.
We have a special guest in the chat. Being our lead artist to the game.
Hey,
Oh, nice.
Jazz is here. Awesome.
It's from Kyoto.
Nice.
This will be a fun watch.
Yes, yeah. Jess, if you know, I know you really enjoy watching the tournaments.
I had the names backwards. This might happen a couple times. So Alrekta was playing Shinra there. So this one is interesting. An Itami matchup. I also remember when you called this one out, Logan. You were like, Chris the Bean and Milk Machine, machine number 2, and everybody in the crowd laughed. And it was like, I didn't plan this. It's just how the bracket set it up. But yeah, Itami's got.
I think I said the joke, the Chris Bean machine.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Tommy can be pretty brutal with combo runs if you know how to do them. Again, it's interesting depending on how much people have played, like as they figure out stuff. So just creating like holds back and forth.
There you go.
Yeah, one thing you'll kind of notice, and I've kind of made from a balancing perspective, is like holds seem to just kind of chip away a little bit at health, and I'd like to see them do a little bit more. Yeah, wow. Fighting off that last sliver of
really?
health for a turnaround.
Oh man,
nice.
Yeah, I think if Milk
It
Machine
was
just
literally
a little bit
one-
more aggressive,
one
just
hit.
said that.
Yeah,
He probably did know some of the throw moves that the
Yeah.
other one was pulling off.
yeah.
Because yeah, he has a lot of moves that cover like a good chunk of the screen. You know,
There you go. Good burn to start the match.
Atami.
Yeah,
Itami.
Itami.
Yeah.
Yeah, Itami. Some parries in here I see. Oh, good cross up there.
Yeah, so that's the one thing that we it's one thing that we haven't added since
Urban Knock
since
tournament.
yeah, since the Knockdown parries. So,
Yep.
Yep.
you might see like a little blue flash or an orange flash when somebody parries successfully. There is a parry and a perfect parry. That's something new. If you've ever watched, if you watched the last tournament, you never noticed that. That's going to be something.
Chris the Bean making an aggressive push to catch up in terms of wins there.
I was also going to point out, we mentioned the tournament, and we said before, we plan on having better color options between characters that are the same.
Yeah, we'll probably talk about that again in one of our upcoming updates, but we have a new methodology called
Yeah. Yeah, right now we basically do a slight hue shift, but you can only go so far between before skin starts turning green and stuff. So
weird.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here we are again. Look at this. A sliver of health. And Milk Machine is still putting up a fight.
Yep.
Oh, not
Oh.
quite enough, but he managed to get a good run in there before going down.
Most of the matchups are pretty close.
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't see too many that were just one-sided.
Ready.
Oh, that's right. We did best
Fight.
first to 3 matches.
First to 3 victories. Ooh. There. Blocking the kick on that to take the advantage. That's pretty nice.
Ember wall! Ember wall! Die, come on!
Coming in hot. They don't want to fall behind in the victories here. Ooh, another air. That's an air burn there. Yep, little pop to take the last bit out there. So they are going to go in 2 for 2 to determine the winner.
Ready.
Tied round, same character. Let's see how this shakes out. Some range stuff right out the gate.
Yep.
They're playing a little more cautiously here.
Yeah, they both
They're
don't
kind
wanna
of
lose.
waiting to pop in and see who's gonna make a run for it. Good defense there, blocking, countering, nice. Machines starting to drop.
Yeah, I feel like
some
they
health.
haven't figured out how to break the holds, so they're usually bursting out of it.
Yeah. Parry counter there.
Oh.
Oh, super counter right at the last minute. Oh man, Milk Machine is making a comeback here. Sliver of health again.
Oh man, just
willing it
slapping him.
down. Oh
God,
man, with
That is
just
crazy.
one
Just
hit to
3
go.
matches in which Milk Machine
Yeah,
had basically
just
no
clung
health.
on. So Milk Machine advances there, and then here we have Real Sands and Handsome Phil.
Bill, who happens to be his.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be
Getting
nice
some-
if we had cameras on all these. Like some of the reactions would be fun.
Yeah. So Handsome Phil's playing Kenta. Real Sands is playing Raku here. I do feel like we saw more Kentas in this tournament
Yeah,
than
a lot
ever
more.
before. Yeah.
Because I can't remember the individual from Naka. He was the first Kenta.
To get to a placer. Yeah.
But yeah, there was a lot of.
Good timing.
I mean,
Both roll.
I think we saw a lot of Yuraku.
Yes.
Actually, yeah, because I'm like,
Raku
I
and
feel like we
Shinrao
saw
were
quite a
probably
bit
the top two.
of new ones. Because
Yeah.
we didn't really see Yuraku in a lot of the other ones, the previous tournaments.
Yeah.
As well. So, but
And there was at least one Hatan that got fairly far, right?
I think so. We'll see. We'll see coming up. A little parry there. Yeah, so this is the strat that we see evolve with Kenta, is the repeated rock toss. Now, it's interesting to see how players contend with it. There are some ways around it. It's kind of tough. So, like, I think Hanson Phil at this point maybe... I don't know. I noticed, like, as the other character gets in, he kind of backs off a little bit, but later on, I think he realizes, like, he can keep a run going.
Yeah.
Bro, why does that have hitbox on Stardom, bro?
You are a waste of my time.
Okay, that truly is a balancing decision.
There.
Raku's always tricky because she has a lot of like technical moves and
And not airblockable.
yeah, I mean,
one thing would be funny if her, even though I think it takes a charge, would just be to cower in front of all the holdings.
That being could hit me.
I mean, he's. It's
Fire
interesting because only because I guess I didn't watch this.
That ain't worth
I
it.
thought it was mostly the boulders, but he's
No,
doing
he started
both.
off
He's
different.
definitely getting them away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and if you time it right,
Which
like
is
the
funny
spike
because-
will also keep them from getting in.
So I never really considered Kenta to be a zoning character,
He can do some
but that's
very
definitely
role.
that's definitely one of them. All right,
So
stupid bear.
and Rare KMX with some less often used characters here. We have Yasa and Koki.
Our two fastest characters.
Yes.
So
I'm sure the bear has an average intelligence.
what is up, Mr. MKL?
Oh, hey. We haven't gotten to your matches
Yeah,
yet.
not yet.
You're just in time.
You're probably in the background at least.
That's the benefit of getting by in the second round. You get to
You
play
get
the waiting.
you get a couple extra minutes before catching the stream replay. All right, so Kyoki with a pretty definitive win
Yeah.
for the first victory there.
I remember when Yasu used to be a little too fast, and we had to tone her down because everybody was just like constantly stun locking.
We
tweaked
made
a lot of
some
stuff.
mechanical
That
changes
was
really
part
to
of
the
it, too.
game that help avoid some of that stun locking.
But I remember we added like the hurting tire to one of her moves.
Yeah, you don't link. It is funny. So yeah, I'm sure we'll see it at some point here. Yasu has her 3-point strike, where she'll kind of repeatedly jab with her umbrella, and that move can be there it is. So you can see she kind of like catches her breath after. Now it is funny the number of players I see that don't realize you can link right out of that into another attack to completely cut out that vulnerable period. But that's kind of the thing. If you don't link it or you whip it and you can't link it, like there's a broader punishment there. So
Yeah, I think that used to be an infinite.
you could keep repeating it pretty quick, and it just got obnoxious. How do I do it?
Yeah.
even if she's not hitting, like if she's whipping, second hit on the super didn't connect. Ooh, timeout.
Yep.
Yasu's just out.
That was the
Pretty
other
close.
thing that we changed.
Yeah, we'll talk about it a little bit more, but trying to get a little bit more clock relevancy in there, potential in some percentages. We don't want it to dominate, but we want clock running to be a factor. A well-placed super from Kyoki there.
Yeah, so Rare's basically just like go.
Yeah. Which, I mean, with Kyoki, it's pretty easy. She can just hop around the whole stage,
Yep.
doling out a lot of different attacks. So,
These are basically our two fastest characters. Right?
Yeah.
Itami's up there too.
True.
But yeah.
There's a certain
Yasu's getting a little more
there
aggression.
we go.
Nice.
Full super. Oh, we're gonna see a
I was proud of myself. I
comeback.
fought somebody.
10 seconds.
Oh.
Avoided the super.
There
Oh,
it is.
nice.
I was proud of myself. I
Yasu with the triple kick.
fought somebody with Yasu, and I blocked her super like 2 or 3 times.
You fought against
Somebody with the Yasu. Yeah, yeah.
Ready.
Yeah,
Because that used to always mess me up because you had to block the other way.
Yes.
And if the first one hits you, it's really hard to get out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely the one thing is since they are the fastest, they're also kind of the lighter. You'll notice that dealing damage is pretty small
Compared to the others, yeah.
compared to like
Yep. That's why I think it's more likely we'll get timeouts. But yeah, it's still getting pretty close to the end.
I'm assuming this
Little nervous in that corner.
Yep.
Time's running down. 10
Oh,
seconds.
blocked it.
nice. There we
Super
go.
didn't connect. Yoki's gonna finish
There
it
we
out.
go.
Yeah.
Rare Kamex or Kamex.
That's. I was
Kind of
wondering.
relevant.
So now that makes sense because when I was like calling out names and all that stuff,
Yeah.
I was like, man, I feel like some of these games were taking longer. It's because we actually had quite a bit of like.
Close matches and clock.
Well, no, it was both people got to 2.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, we got Tasty Tide Pod, which if you
Don't eat
you probably don't know this person by that name, but if you have seen our interview with the Pixel Breakdown with Emily, that is who was there. So that was a really great time. We got to meet her in person, which was really fun.
Came to visit a few times.
Another Yasu. I don't think. No, I mean just like we have another Yasu
Oh,
and
no.
another Uraka.
Sure.
Yeah, the
They're using the screen a lot more.
Yeah.
yeah the
It's a restless bag of tasty crap.
Yeah.
I always come out on top.
Ready.
My path is
Fight.
I was gonna say they seem to be figuring out
Yeah. This time's
yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Your foot was her weak point.
Yep. The Achilles
Oh, my
heel.
cow.
feeling better.
I don't know if you're still here, Jazz. Is there a character you're hoping to see, more in this tournament, or I don't even remember. I don't know. I was like,
I'm still partial to the time.
Alright, well, press this back to the win on this. No, the controller. That was also alright, so Torball and Cursal. I know at one point in this match the names are gonna get a little funky, but we realize that after the fact. But
Yep.
It's just set up for the next match.
right, it's
Yeah.
just that it's not that
We
big.
got a little eager for the next one. So.
You did a lot of work putting all this together. So.
The funny thing is, I verified they were all clean at one point, so I'm thinking something about either adding in the title card or something shifted that.
Hey, it's me.
Yeah.
Wearing the same shirt.
Rocking the Asana's first time I think we've had Asana go
Yeah, usually.
run.
I feel like there's usually more
We
Sanas.
do have more, yeah. We didn't have that many takers here, which surprised me a little bit. I mean, I know he's maybe for this crowd, he's kind of, he's our middle of the road guy, so
Yeah.
maybe not as exciting. But there's some pretty good cover runs here. Oh, cross up trap there with the
Yeah,
screen.
wow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to get out.
It's super easy.
Barely.
Big inconvenience.
I guess, yeah, if you just hop on the other side of the screen. But he also doesn't have as many range attacks.
Yeah.
A lot of people using the bow tool really well.
Yeah.
I always find that one hard to time. But
Yeah, I thought I got it at one point,
More cross up trappings.
Jeez.
Yeah, getting stuck between Yuraku and the screen of your back is a bad situation unless
Yep.
you are paying close attention to what's going on both sides to counter block.
I
can be
feel bad
pretty-
because they're trying to be aggressive, but yeah, I think
Yeah.
you can be more defensive with her.
French fry when you're supposed to pizza.
That, just walking.
Yep.
Osama's
Need him
just
in the
getting
face.
the shower. He is needing a bath badly.
Nice
But
little
Yuraka,
with that.
nice. She works at
Get a run from behind. W.
Yep. Always good to have some hidden floor wine handy.
Yep. All right, so Torball's gonna move up.
Yep. Last fight of the. Oh no, that was the last
And
fight.
yeah,
of the
so
first
next
round.
up we'll have Mr. MKL and Albrecht from that first round. See the titles just popped up a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mr. MKL is playing around here.
Jess says, really happy to see somebody using Yuraku's tricks. Well,
Oh,
don't
yeah.
worry, Jess. You're going to see many more.
Yes.
Fight.
That's right, Mr. MPO. That's right, Mr. MPO. Because I think I remember having this chat with this before.
The pop-up punch is a good way to get around the boulder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're also probably in the middle of summing it.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, you really don't have many options as Kenta for countering something like that while you're tossing.
Here's the real question: where's Kenta getting these boulders on the He's so
They're stuck in the feathers.
they're actually really just
That's
Oh, so that
Oh.
that moment was really nice. If Kenta's player had done a quick recovery, that toss would have punished for the kill right away. But got it on the wake up.
Ready.
Yeah, there's a couple moves we have like that where you can actually punish somebody for quick recovery. Actually, Kenta's rock toss is one of them. If you get knocked by the upward motion, quick recover on the you will actually get slowed down and bumped by the rise. It's actually in your better interest to just wait for the wake up in that situation, or burst out of it if you have a burst like mid.
I'm actually curious. I don't think
It's pretty close health here. Oh, Kenta making a light comeback there.
I'm curious if there was a lot of, or if there was anybody who played as Shinrao who did a pop-up.
I will break you.
Fight.
I've seen a few moments where someone used the teleport to do that. Ooh, good dodge on the nice combo run. That's how it's done. Ooh,
Block the ground.
Kenta punching a little bit there. Yep.
Like, no, I'm not gonna.
Just trying to get another super in there. Nope. Not gonna have the time. Alright, so Mr. MKL will advance.
Round 3. Next we have Ant-Man and Star Knight.
Another Shinrao Kenta combo. It's a popular matchup. This
Ready.
My
Yeah,
rage
we
conquers
did
all.
have quite a few people come. Because this tournament happened on a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
It was a good time because there wasn't any major tournaments going on. So we had a lot of people who could actually attend. So much creativity using Shinrao.
Yep.
Yeah, if there's an audience that's gonna figure out the tricks, it's gonna be this one.
Yeah, because this is our first. So yeah,
Knockout.
Combo Breaker was our first FGC specific event that we've attended. So it was really great to see, that community, try out the game and just see what they can do with it.
Now, I didn't mention before, but my phone reminded me that 12 years ago we went to the Screw Attack convention.
Oh yeah. That was
I think so. Chance of seeing.
KO.
It's fairly one-sided, yeah.
It was so Ant-Man was one of the other with Emily.
Yeah. They got a lot of practice in.
Ready.
Yeah, him and
Fight.
I don't remember his.
Yeah.
We'll see it here. But yeah, they were one day they played for probably a good hour just on the Steam Deck with the fight sticks. So just PC's open, so I get you to the bigger screen.
Nope. Punched over. I think one of the times they were even playing kind of drunk. They were doing well.
Knockout.
Yeah, I think he's a good matchup to counter Kenta right now.
So now we go on to Excessive Silk and Milk Machine from the first round.
Excessively silky.
Excessively milk machine.
Oh, it's Pat's?
Yeah.
Okay. No, you're gonna play that? Okay. I don't care.
I need all the advantage I get because I barely played it.
I didn't pay attention if anybody actually did this even auction.
When we played like maybe 10 minutes.
I was gonna say,
I noticed a lot of people noticed it.
Yeah, we got
I
a
was
lot
gonna
of
ask you what the cheapest thing was and then just pick it.
I didn't even remember
Yeah.
that shit was super.
Tell me your best thing. You got it.
It reminds me there's like a poster like this when you do a post like that. A movie poster or something.
Ready.
This was also the first time, or this tournament was the first time that people were able to use their own controllers as well.
Yeah.
So, previous events, we would have them only use our controller, our Xbox controller, or our Mayflash that we have given out for prizes, and that we typically have in the booth as a, as a controller that people play. So this was the first time that we've tried it with people connecting, and we did realize some things that we needed to fix, but for the most part, everything worked.
Yeah.
And I mean, from this view, you would never know.
We cut all the in between
Yeah.
round stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really cool to have people, be able to use their own art time.
All the time. Oh,
Ooh.
let's go.
Yep. They were too focused.
Yeah, I love Excessive Silk's expressions through this match. They're like,
My rage conquers all.
Yeah.
yeah. Chest bump. It's usually kind of hard to get that to land sometimes.
I feel like there's a lot of bursts. in
Throw,
this match.
throw Todd there though. No,
I mean,
don't
it's
throw
really
Jack.
interesting because you can really play. I mean, after watching this, you can really play Kenta as two different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go right up and just be a grappler and do a lot of really close range attacks, or if you are good with a lot of the, or if you're comfortable with the inputs, you can kind of get some as well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it helps that he hits really hard, so he only needs a few hits in.
I mean, Atami is a good person to go against
Kind of
Kenta,
Yeah.
just because
A lot of
his
quicker stuff and
he
more
does.
combo runs.
Right.
Ooh, that was almost a really good parry counter there. Mr. Rock.
God.
Definitely relying a lot on that boomerang to hold back and to poke
Yeah.
at a distance.
Do it. Come on. If you do your
they're both
super, you
getting
can
their
do it.
super.
Do it. Do your super.
Nope.
Oh.
Oh no, they're trading him for ES moves instead.
Yeah, but
Charging
again,
full,
you're-
blocks
you're just
running
waiting to do it.
down. There we go. Waited too long.
Konsui fighter with nothing on the line.
Easy, man.
Yeah. Again, I made this comment during the Nakacon tournament, but it's really great when you can actually, like when you're seeing people watching,
Yeah.
they're having a good time, and even
Yeah.
if they lose, they're still like, hey,
Yeah,
Jeez,
I
man.
mean everybody was a good sport.
Ready?
It seemed like everybody had fun.
Fight.
So. All right, so we got Handsome Phil here again with Kenta and Universal Wolf playing Yasu. Here come the rocks. So this is
Yeah.
where we start to see the repeated rock toss strat come out.
Yeah.
This is a really hard situation to get around, but there are a couple different ways to do it.
And we're gonna look at options too.
My
We don't want it
rage
to be stamped.
conquers all.
It's a
Yeah.
balancing act.
But Yasu is one that can do it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I got to play with Handsome Phil a bit.
So here we see, yep. So like right there, Yasu kind of darted in and started a little run with the triple strike, but didn't link into anything.
Oh, yeah, some of these times they're
blocking their
they're kind of back.
hesitation.
Yeah, the hesitation.
Because, yeah, right when you see the rock be lifted, you should basically try to get
Rush.
right up to it.
Yeah, you
If-
have a
if
moment
you're gonna-
before it does
yeah.
damage. Yeah.
And
And you can like parry or block
Yeah.
even the rock like
Fight.
up front, but you have to get the timing down to know. So yeah, there's block one. Gonna try
Oh,
to counter
there you
with
go.
super. There's a good punch.
It's not going to be quite enough.
Not enough
Keep
of
it going.
a punish on
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
There are
Double
two
block.
parries.
Kent is
Oh.
gonna counter with super. Okay,
Nice,
just
blocked away.
got out of range.
Oh, blocked
yeah,
one.
can't block in here.
Take this.
Yeah. Again, like the hesitation there. I mean, I think maybe they're trying to get a feel for the timing there.
They're also
But
probably
yeah.
trying to back him into a corner, but that gets dangerous.
Yep. So all right.
Nice.
So Handsome Phil's going to advance there, and then here we have Restless Bag from previous round. Captain Diggles playing another Kyoki player.
This was another
Ready.
one of
I got this.
Ah,
Fight. Coming
Brush out the gate, but Rocky has some choice words for that. good use of the throw. There's throw tech. Yeah, we are working on getting a new effect incorporated for throw techs. Jas, if you're still in the chat, I have a prototype I'm planning on sending you that will make use of the old
Shower time.
like block breaker effect we talked about. Yeah, it was like a dark break effect we put together a long time ago that we're not really using. So we don't have that mechanic. So
felt like Restless Bag put up a good fight. But
yeah,
chipped away at him.
Ready.
Yeah, I mean, since I played a lot with Handsome Phil with both Kyoki and Yuraku, if you can continue to just rush in,
Yeah.
like they can be brutal.
yes.
So,
But she does have some area control stuff, like the screen.
right. Oh yeah, no. I mean, a
There
lot.
you go, like that. Yeah. Kind of lock her down a more.
Yeah.
Grapple and yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the screen can be really bad if you get it in the right spot.
There's throws to work though. Pretty even. Oh, I got about 10 seconds left.
You want to be out of that corner.
Ooh, didn't take the bait.
Oh, almost had it.
Yep.
But still won.
Yep.
Nice.
See you next time.
Yeah, so I did see a few instances where Yuraku did her whimper and somebody dealt damage to recover some health for it. This was not one of them. Littles didn't take the bait. But once you get that screen out there, it just adds another element you have to kind of contend with.
I mean, what's nice is depending on
Cross up there, character.
Shower time.
yeah, that's what I.
Yeah,
that's
you
what
should be able to fly over.
Yeah.
'Cause I know that was, I think that was Mr. MKL's one of his strategies that I was watching him do the fold-up stream, and then just to keep them away with the waterfall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a come get me scenario.
Ooh. Trapped.
Yeah.
She almost had a burst spin up.
Yeah, that's when you're in that situation because you're basically taking it.
It's a cross up trap. If you're not paying attention to the screen, like, and its cadence to
So if the screen is all the way up, so basically it's the same scenario that we just had. Screen's all the way back to So if the screen is all the way up, so basically it's the same scenario that we just had. Screen's all the way back.
get them to come in front of the screen.
Yeah,
and then
on the side where
lock
they're
them,
damaged.
lock them down with a hold.
Yeah.
So you're doing some damage from the hold, but you're also preventing them from being able to respond to the screen or hecking at them from behind.
I did see one or two
even
matches.
they're gonna see who's got. I think Kyoki's got a tad more.
Yeah.
Relying on the
Push,
clock.
push.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yep.
Should've pushed the
Kyoki
screen a little bit more.
just barely. So this is gonna go to a third round for the winner.
Yeah, that makes more sense of why.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, with like Yasu and Kyoki, like running the clock is a valid strat.
Yep. Nobody. Yeah. Did anybody use Yaku's super in these? I know they did in a lot of the
A
practice.
few
matches.
points, yes,
Okay.
but not often. It was actually a pretty funny match later on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
they were-
right.
yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, we'll be getting there soon.
I feel like they did that.
I think
They did.
They did. They
did.
talked about it.
I heard them plotting before their matchup. They were like, we both agreed to do this, and they were like, yeah. So,
Shower time.
10 seconds. Kyoki's
Yeah, you
falling
gotta get in
behind
there.
a little bit. Oh, not enough time.
Yep.
All right, so Restless Bag is going to take that one. I did not
Where's he gonna
update
take
the
the
bracket. Tour ball.
You know, it's funny that the corner of that shirt looks like our other concert player.
Oh, a bit, yeah.
The one with the Tommy baton fighting.
Ready? Oh. Fight!
Ace.
Yep, right into the.
Not quite. Man, just an half rush from
Oh, yeah.
Torvald.
He knew what he was doing.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
He was there practicing for hours. And it was great too, because one of the nights we were there late, he was actually like pulling somebody in to play with him,
Yeah.
telling him all the moves, telling him
Yeah.
about the game. He's like, he's doing our job for us.
Right. Oh yeah. No, there's a lot of people who basically were selling the game.
Yeah.
Torvald was
Great.
one. Mr. MKL was one.
Yeah. Several of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I figured Torvald had a good chance too, because he was talking about how he participated in all these other matches, like including the mystery tournament, and I guess he placed pretty far in that. So that always seems really hard for me.
Yeah, man. Tommy's just not getting a word
No.
edgewise here.
Every moment. He has a burst though. Could be using a burst.
Yeah, yeah.
What's
There
funny,
it is.
if you look at, I don't know if you,
Oh,
Oh, blocked.
But super block.
if you guys ever look at Torvald, his facial.
Oh yeah,
He's
it's
just
literal.
like in the zone. I'm telling you, man. Some people just get in the zone.
Yep. The Torvalds.
Yep. You have entered. We need like a sound button for that. Like whenever Corball like wins around. Oh,
There's like
all right. So Torball takes the victory on that round and will
Yep.
advance. And I think, let's see, where are we?
Was that the last round of round 3?
Nope.
No,
Got one
there's
more?
one more with. So we have a little bit of a skip here. That last panel Spoon Cats was a no-show.
That's right.
So they DQ'd and that player advanced. So this is the next round with El Gallo and Rare Kinects. So
No, El Gallo replaced him.
right, but there before that there was a separate round where there was a no-show as well. So I just cut it to one since we didn't have a gameplay segment to show.
Oh, that's right. I forgot I'm getting that too. I
Yeah.
was like, man, I wish I got that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So we've got our first Hitan player going up against Kyoki here.
Finally.
Yeah, I know.
What was funny to me is before I saw the merch, I saw all these like CB jerseys, and I'm like, what baseball team is CB? It's like, oh wait.
I mean, it could also be the Cubbies.
Right.
Yeah.
Or also Chicago.
Right.
So that's
But
that's what
all right, so Kyoki getting the victory there.
Yeah, this is one of the few Hitan players.
So that's why I was like, who is Hitan? Because nobody, I think this is going to be our only
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people haven't figured out some of her moves very well, but she has a lot of good area control.
Can't counter the super.
Okay.
Yep. Ooh.
Yeah, good
Aggressive
combos.
push there.
Gotta use the birds though.
Yeah, they're
You'll
not
disrupt
really,
all her in and
not
out
really
moves.
making use of the birds at all. You're missing out on about half of your specials with that. So, oh, there's a little bit.
Yep,
All right,
yep.
get some. Yep. get some.
I've tried to mention it before in hints, but there's ways to make the birds kind of like angle in weird directions too, if you time it right.
Ooh, Hitan
Nice,
trying
nice.
to get a
There
little
you-
comeback in here.
He's in
Only
front of the
a few
birds.
seconds on the
Come on.
clock.
So close.
Oh!
Walked right into it. Damn.
I'm getting scared. I got scared.
Yeah, I think I've always said Yuraku's, I think, like one of our more advanced people. And I mean, she is, but I really think Hitan is more advanced because you really have
To use her effectively, I think you have to really kind of get a good feel of her.
Because yeah, that's who I'm trying to like. I want to like main Hitan
Yeah.
because I know that if I can get her down, like I can do stuff. Because Hitan's definitely not as fast as.
Oh, try to burst that.
But she's not necessarily slow.
Right.
All right, so Rare Kinects, I believe, will continue on. Kyoki, pretty far in
God.
the tournament.
I was very nervous.
I don't think I've ever fought against that player.
Yeah, like you said, I think a lot of it comes down to the timing of the birds. If they come back at a pretty good pace, it's just, it can feel like a long time in a match.
You just fly around everywhere. It's kind of surprising.
And they recover at different rates depending on which
Like,
version you send
I
out.
don't know. I liked your like
Yeah, I remember these
jump
two.
up like
These
combo
two
break
only because
to
I
knock me
remember
off
them
one
wearing
of
this,
those. That was
this
really
shirt.
good.
But I know that I think they're brothers.
Ah.
And so they were in the tournament the day before with our neighbors.
No, that was good.
Called Pulsar Crash.
Mm.
Because I think one of them got pretty high. All right, so this is where we swapped to
Just the main.
just the main PC here. and
Best,
then best
2 out
of-
of 3
Yeah.
matches as a whole. So,
2 Shinrans.
yeah. Mr. MKL and Ant-Man going head to head.
Doesn't say anything.
It's always interesting to see the strategies of these like dual character matchups.
Hey, it's in the background. Trying to get some shots. Did you ever use any of those? Or I guess we could.
Not in the.
Yeah.
I mean, we have some. I just didn't really have a good spot.
Yeah.
Which are we rooting for? Oh, I didn't realize that the crystal for him is different.
Yeah, because we're shifting the whole time. At least those are easier because you can shift
one
it to a
color.
blue or yeah.
I think that's. I could be wrong. I could be backwards. I'm pretty sure Ant-Man is the more bluish.
Yeah. According to the layout
Right,
here,
if
it's
it-
the same.
Combo run. No, so I
Actually,
just
no,
put,
this would be mirrored. So
I put the names under the people for these shots.
yeah,
not
so
what
so
side.
if we swap it. No, yeah, Ant-Man should actually.
Well,
I
you're
did see
assuming
the
I was gonna
controller
say,
could be a different order.
Not everybody sat in front of
Oh,
Yeah. There's probably better ways we
okay.
can track
I know
that.
that is. So Mr. MKL,
Okay.
because I know what he does.
Mhm.
He's very good about canceling the pop-up punch to
Oh.
the little like
The crystal toss.
Yep.
I can't read Mr. MKL's face, but I'm assuming.
Why not?
I'm assuming he's in there. It's really.
Just look at the eyes.
Oh. Yep. Brutal combo run.
Yep. He had it figured out by
Took,
then.
took it for the win. So Mr. MKL will advance.
Check out my beard.
Next up, we have Milk Machine and Handsome Phil.
I didn't see how the sound turned out, but I know like there was a couple times people were like hitting their buttons right next to the mic. But oh well.
So Mr. MKL actually worked at the booth with in the shot in that corner where those three people are.
Where the bright sun is.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's funny because like I saw him in the tournament, and then later I saw him over. I'm like, I didn't even
Yeah.
realize that he was over there.
yeah, he like came up, I think on Tuesday or on Saturday. He's like, so like, when is this? I was like, oh, it's tomorrow morning. I think I can.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we didn't mention, but I'm glad too because like all the games around us did tournaments, but they did at different times, and none of us coordinated. It just happened to work out.
The only thing is
So-
I did tell them when
Sure.
ours were.
Okay.
Because like we are all on a Discord, and so I was just like, I don't know if anybody's doing it. I'm doing ours at 10.
Okay.
But I don't remember really anybody saying.
So this is an interesting match because this is where you can see Milk Machine kind of trying to figure out some different ways to get around this rock scenario, and they succeeded a couple times.
Yeah.
So like he sticks to a little more of that ES range stuff, rush down.
Yeah, the
Kenta
dash is
here to
forward gets-
avoid
yeah,
him being
yeah.
able to pull it up to begin with. Just keep punishing, keep punishing. Kenta's gonna try to flip him around.
Oh, burst out of there.
Yep. So
Bill's
Yeah,
face.
so
yeah.
so
Wait
he's
a
like,
second.
okay, back up, and so you can counter with the boomerang.
Oh.
Got a super
Yeah,
there.
that went too quick.
And
Oh.
Didn't get in quickly enough for that one.
He tried to burst out of death.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is that a burst death cancel?
Yeah, just cancel death.
So trying to jab. So he's gonna work it here, get the timing down. There's a little parry hit. Trying to wait for the right opportunity to get in. There's a rush, burst, punish on wake up. Counter burst though. All right, still in close. So doing some punishing there.
Well, like you said, yeah, that's just not doing quite enough damage.
Right. The holds right now I think are too weak.
Yeah.
With hold breaking, okay, so like he's kind of wisely just disengage here, charge up, get the super,
Oh,
get
nice.
under it with the super, but burst out of it. So he's gonna try this strat of like, okay, you're gonna do that. I'm
Yep.
gonna charge and get around it with my super.
Ooh, that spike coming right in his face.
Iframes there, get another grind, burst, trade blows. The
Oh,
clock
man.
running down though.
Yeah, he has to get in there.
Countering the super, it got a little ES strike. Try to run it down, but not
so close.
quite enough.
Yeah.
That was a good push to try to make a comeback right there. So, some good plays. Definitely some good plays.
Yeah, let me get that.
Yeah, I think if we did another round, it would have been harder.
Yep. So next up we have Rare K-Max and Restless Bag. This is, like we noted, I think this is the furthest we've seen
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Line, just go ham. I respect it.
Nice to see some different
Probably
characters
not
getting
gonna
into the latter portions of the event.
I would have to go back. Rosie, who I think took second at Midwest Fest. I think
Was
she,
Kyoki?
I think she was. She was either Kyoki or Yuraki.
Trying to stay behind the
Yeah.
screen this time.
Yeah, I
Good
mean,
runs in.
yeah. Yep, there we go. I was like, I need to make sure that screen's up again. Trying to get to the other side and reset.
Yep.
Or,
just
depending
be
on who
ready
you
to-
are, destroy it. Because Kenta, I feel like Kenta can
He
take it
can
out.
knock it out
in like
Very
3 hits.
Yeah.
Got a little throw tech there. Try to punch the super, but burst out of it. After just 2 hits.
Yeah, because
Clock is running down. Kyoki's got this one
Oh, yep.
on time.
The other thing with the screen is it's kind of wasting a resource. So if you have make them recall it, now they're not doing another move.
Right.
Yeah, you are. That is a fair point. Like it costs a unit of charge to bring out the screen.
So I think that's why, because yeah, we haven't seen yet Yuraki use their special because it does require a charge.
Yeah.
And since that's, I mean, that's probably a better use of the charge than doing the
Yeah.
special.
depends because the special gives you a buff on it.
Combos are too good.
Yeah.
But I think we do need to give it a little more of a buff, so it's a little more of a
Can you fold screen while?
You can.
And is
can.
the fold screen?
I think the screen is visible.
Yeah. That'd be really bad.
Yeah.
Or maybe the dart wasn't, but yeah.
Pretty sure that, okay, good. Super hurt, even the matchup.
The thing that makes it tricky though is
Man,
as you're invisible, especially on a match like this, you just have to know where you are because you don't see yourself either.
Right, in this scenario.
Yeah.
oh, so close.
Very
Time's
close.
gonna just edge
gonna spam everything.
Kyoki out of that matchup, but
It's fucked up.
right, on to the next round.
So we're definitely seeing that screen is up. We are surfing or feather surfing to the other side.
Yep. It's a good way around it.
Gear punch.
Yeah, I've noticed some people they'll get on the other side of their own screen and then they try to push it like they're gonna punch through it, but that's really hard to do. You gotta be careful.
Yeah, I mean, I think in this case, what you really want to do, if they are there, you want to try to get back. Just
Yeah.
like this. Because you really want them to jump to it.
Yeah,
Or to at least.
because you can do
take-
things like charging or
Right,
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Or the
Clock
waterfall.
running down again. Oh, an attempt at a super,
Oh.
but not going to be enough.
I did notice a couple people also figured out the trick where if the screen is too far off screen, it won't shoot.
Yeah.
So you can also push to the other side sometimes.
Well, it's just distance from the
Yes.
too. Like it'll fire from
Yeah,
off
that's the other thing.
screen
If you
they're
get close to it
close.
again, it's still out.
I've seen a couple players use that to kind of mask the screen of like I'm gonna drop it and then bring the fight in front of it to where it's just off screen and you can't really tell when it's gonna pop in the screen. You're really paying attention to the timing. Oh,
There we go.
Oh, nice. So not quite. Oh, burst out of it. Okay.
Yeah. With the bait, but I think it hit just after the active period on that, so. No major health regain here. Oh, comeback from Kyoki. So
Yeah.
he's going to go to final round.
Yeah. Oh.
Look what you did. So yeah, I think Restless Bag's playing.
Yeah.
I think they're.
Yes.
I think they're sorting out
It's also
how to get around that screen. Pretty
really interesting.
Yep.
Every time.
Ooh, super block.
Figure out a strategy. I'm doing this. What are my counters?
Ooh, right in front of the screen.
Of course, the hard part is
but
like,
recover under the dart.
Yeah, she's not letting her get on that bird. Grab the feather.
Yep. Yeah.
oh, taking over.
Health is getting
Yeah,
close. Kyoki's down a little bit. The clock is running. 8 seconds.
Ooh. Just running out.
Trying to rush.
Oh, no,
Trying to
no.
rush it. Oh, the
I think
clock.
I think that
Oh,
was
the
this because
clock.
we didn't know who it was.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Just
Yeah.
barely.
That moment of the tournament, literally, like, probably a percent of
I landed you the fuck
making
out.
the difference between your advances. It's crazy.
I could
Absolutely.
get way more damage if I could confirm into a dash special, but I can't do that shit.
I remember.
I don't know any combos. I know cartwheel into super, and that's the extent of my combo.
All right, so we
Restless
are.
Bag goes on, and now Torball Stadium.
That wasn't default, so I just make
So
it.
Stadium
All right,
Beats
good
is
luck.
the one that advanced from the last round because we had a DQ from
Yeah.
the player that we were supposed to face.
So they haven't even practiced yet.
I think they had a
Or did they have
previous
a
round.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know if they were by the previous.
I'd have to look at bracket.
Yeah.
So they are playing Yasu. Putting a good amount of pressure
Yeah.
on the start. Torball
Yep.
with the
Combo.
bow combo. Tagging some of those.
They're doing good at getting around most of it,
No, Stadium Beats was.
though. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he just didn't do his second round.
He skipped ahead as who was a bye and didn't show.
Okay.
I was gonna say I didn't think that was their only preliminary match. All right, so
Actually, no. He was it was him and Aomine, and I don't think Aomine showed.
Oh,
so they got two
Two,
DQ
yeah.
advances. Oh wow,
so this was their first match?
Yeah.
Wow.
which is honestly like not great for them
No.
because they're playing people that have made several rounds of cuts.
Yeah.
And
They're
have warmed up, so pressure. It's tough. Torball knows how
Oh, yeah.
to get around a lot of these.
But he's doing a good job countering.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think part of it too is just not doing enough damage. Like, Torball's like blocking a lot of it.
Defending a bit. Yeah, you got to be really careful getting cornered as Yasu.
Yeah.
Yasu has really good. Yasu has the best like rapid like engagement disengagement. But yeah, you definitely don't want to get cornered.
Oh.
Have a lot of defenses. A little juggle, post KO juggle there.
She breaking.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Ooh, corpse one. Maybe she's a vampire.
So, getting behind the screen, that's good. Trying to pin Dracula. Sending those strikes and countering on the three.
I mean, for Stadium to not have played any matches.
I think Stadium was at our booth practicing.
Yeah.
a bit.
Yeah,
yeah.
he definitely knows what he's doing.
He's doing
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
To try to cancel some.
Block the super strikes.
Yep.
Sweep there for ball. So this is where we move on to the finals,
Yeah.
right? Top 4.
Yeah.
Like he said, waiting for the
The
screen to pop up.
semifinals.
So this is where we went to. I thought it was the last layer, but this is where we went to.
Oh,
Best
okay.
2 of 3.
Yeah. And then we did have a third placer, so basically the losers of this match and the next match would go against each other for third.
Yep, and we'll see that here in a bit. But right now we got Handsome Phil and Mr.
Yeah, so this is where we were finding out that
Mr. MKL.
Mr.
knew
MKL
how to get around
knew
the
what
front.
he was going to do.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, there we go. I was like, now I can always tell when it's him just because of how he does the pop up to totally toss.
Yep.
Ooh.
Wow.
He is pushing.
To be fair, he's probably had the most practice of anybody.
Yeah.
He really broke down a lot of the characters in the game.
Good parry against the
Oh, yeah.
rock toss there. Get in. Corner.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
He's trying to get the
Get out.
I can't. Teleportation isn't a charge, right? It's his only charge.
No. Yeah. Alright. Kenta getting a victory there with a throw.
Yep. Yeah, it helps if he hits hard. But yeah, it's hard to press getting hit in.
Oh no, you don't.
Anticipated that one. Block. Couldn't get the rock up in time. Punished with a hold. Again, like blocking the pop up and
Yeah.
a couple strings attached.
Trying to get that down.
The throw, but gotta watch the follow ups on that. There's a couple of options. In the air.
I think he dodged. I think if he didn't move, I would have missed him. I think he dodged back.
Yeah.
And then
I feel like a few times he wasn't using Kenta's dash too much. I feel like some of the times he's been walking back the dash.
Good hits with the rock toss here. Ready with the super.
Oh, dodged it.
Just fell under the super.
Almost got it.
Hanging back with it. Time that well. Ready with another throw. Small rocks to punish. And the super. Oh, just got Mr. MKL there.
acting as if we're
Oh,
Here's your
didn't cancel.
no, we're still.
Oh yeah, it shows number of screens. Did our... Oh, I guess that might not show.
Yeah, no, Steve doesn't, but I have Steve.
Yeah.
So Kenta is taking the lead here, trying to get those rocks to land. Not quite enough for the counter. So the first match point's going to go to Mr. MKL. And
First match, Mr. MKL.
go to match 2.
Pretty sure it was the same.
Yeah. So yeah, because that was the one thing Mr. MKL said he was going to do Yuraku, and then he just switched to Shinrao, and he just was like, well, I'm gonna stick with it.
Sure. Well, obviously Handsome Phil had a strategy picked out.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think this was the best choice to go against Hanson.
Yes.
Try chest slam. Good hard slam attempt, but a little off. Getting it to connect. Oh, trying to quickly pull another rock up, anticipating
Oh,
the
get out of that
pop,
corner. Get out of that corner.
Yep.
He
Oh.
had a burst. Yeah, it's really tricky because even the burst only gives you like a tiny window to get out of it.
Gotta get out of there.
Yeah,
Chest
he's
slam.
mixing up a bit now. He's not just relying on the rock.
Yeah.
Oh, he put himself in the corner though. Oh no.
Oh,
the
that
spike.
would have been a good quick recovery punish
Yeah.
again. All right, still
Yeah,
working
nice.
it.
Nice. Okay, he was fine in the corner. Ooh, starting with the
Starting
Cooper.
off with a huge Nasher. It's a pretty big. Oh man, this combo is just hurting.
Yep.
Kenta's getting.
Is he gonna get it?
Like,
Is he gonna get a
almost
perfect?
perfect.
Yeah. He still didn't use the burst, and he hasn't really used his super yet.
More rounds.
Yeah, I think that's the strategy that he's going to push. Especially with some of
Block the super.
Yep.
Trying to find some other stuff, but
I think
super block. Trying
I mean,
to get, but
he's
he's at
living,
a really
but
big
yeah.
deficit.
GG's, man.
Is that completely safe?
Yep, Mr.
Is that punishable?
I think it is. I don't know about Kenta because he's pretty slow. But like Kuraku and like some of the other characters can definitely punish me on that.
I think I
On,
heard that they
like,
said, but
after
I forget what it
the
was.
After
follow-up
the
projectile?
follow-up projectiles. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, that's the one thing.
Restless bag and football.
So you
Yeah.
You're right. No, I mean like they.
I can't press buttons.
But us, we need
Right.
headphones. But
Right now.
I think I'm like -1, 0.
So Anthem Phil's is going to be third. Try for third.
yeah,
Ball, Restless bag. So yeah, again. Yeah.
It's meant to be.
Yuraku match.
Oh, yeah, this-
Yeah. Oh, this is it.
they had to charge. Yep.
They agreed in advance that they were going to start the match, both of them charging up. I also felt bad because I noticed that these like flash effects from the
Yeah.
holds were still showing up, and they're not supposed to. So I patched that after the trade. But that was like a fun way to start this matchup.
I forget they still do the dust effects though, right?
No.
Where they-
Most effects are suppressed as well.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Everything is invisible, including the dust.
Yep. I got him halfway, but yeah, it's definitely. Yep.
There are cool cross-ups.
Yeah, it's tricky up with two screens too, because again the colors are so close.
Great start.
It'd be-
All right.
It's hard to know which one's yours.
Yeah, there was something that I was playing. Oh yeah, when I was playing Mortal Kombat, I was playing against other Smoke,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
kept thinking that I was him.
Yep.
And I was like, why am I? I'm like, I'm barely pressing any buttons, and I'm doing all these thing because I don't get it.
I'm really cool. I'm
And then I'm
winning,
like,
but
oh.
yeah, that's always funny. That's why I like when the costumes are like drastically different. So nice. Hit.
We did. I don't think we got any W's. I know we
I don't
did.
think so, but we had a couple people at the booth.
Right, at the booth, I know that we got it.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can actually get a draw. Would have been really funny if we got a draw with like
Oh, we still.
I've seen that happen.
yeah.
I think it did happen at the booth once. at least.
Because it's really hard to get those numbers to match.
Yes, I saw somebody that managed to get both characters' health to be exactly the same. I was like, jeez.
And hop over each other a lot.
Yuraku's really laying it on Yuraku.
Yep.
I noticed, yeah, they're not really putting the screen out.
They crossed up
It's just
and
kind
I
of
landed
trading
right
a lot of standard blows there.
Yep.
So process back, take that round. Ball's got 2 out of the 3.
There we go.
I'll be pushed against it. Oh. Yeah, I didn't see too many people break out of modes that much.
Yeah,
Take
because
it.
I don't. I mean,
They definitely are. The max hits for versus
Oh, okay.
they're definitely breaking. It's hard to tell sometimes.
Sure.
Ooh. I expected that. That couldn't have been
Cross me up and then.
There is the first match. So Torball takes the first match point. Going to match 2.
Yeah, me. You will be so lucky.
All right, let's go to
same name. Our parents always got us mixed up.
There can be only one.
Ready? Fight!
Get that
There you go.
cross up air kick to combo behind. A little bit of it.
I think that was almost. That was about to be a.
Yeah. Dodged. Second screen.
There we go. Because I'm like, I was trying to figure out if Torball kind of stopped and was going to just do more.
Oh, did the wrong one.
Yeah, wrong attack.
Could have gotten some health back. But the moment is
There you go.
oh,
That's a good try.
right. Screen out. Just got the advantage on the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think like I think Torball was like, oh, all right, I got this one on the clock. I'm gonna just pull back and like charge to buff for the next round.
Yeah. Might as well.
So
Ready? Fight!
I think this is the. I think that double super move. I think that was the only time that you've seen, or the only time that we're seeing Rock use her super special.
Yep.
during the tournament.
Yeah. I wonder if I could also see her her that particular move used more online because
Yeah.
because
You can actually.
I know stuff like that.
Like we said, it's
Both
also
of them.
hard because a lot of her moves require charge. So you
Right,
kind
no.
of sacrifice for that. Yep.
Well, yeah, her water drop used to. I don't think it does. Yeah, her only- but she still has two moves. She her whimper and the screech.
Ooh. First shot.
Oh.
Yeah,
The cross up trap.
Yep.
Again. It's a pain to contend with.
They got out of it. But yeah.
I mean,
They're trying to.
Oh.
definitely Yoki's match was the one. She was very good about getting out of
Sean, it does hit on the side of the wall, Swan. Yeah, I got hit. I swear I was blocking.
It comes across the
I know, that's so fucked up. That makes
Yeah,
the
it was
block
also
look good.
great on this part because there was still staying to watch the match.
Yeah. And hey, maybe some folks here watching either live or on replay were there and didn't catch the rest of it.
Yeah. The good thing is, yeah, it went pretty quick since we used all some systems. It was kind of a last-minute decision, but I think it worked out well.
Yeah.
It would be nice to, yeah, like have the camera and mic on all of them, but
I mean,
fine.
We should be able to do that.
right, yeah.
Yeah, we could always
If
bring it.
we're
Yeah.
planning for it.
Yeah, because I think originally we were just going to use the one machine, but then with how many signups we had,
So it doesn't run for multiple hours.
yeah, I mean,
It's
this
a
is
little more defensive.
Yeah. A lot closer to
Very good.
me and Dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't wrap my head around. You would cross me up
Ball's
in the
gonna
corner and
take
then go back on the same side. That's the character's unblockable in the corner.
Exactly, it's crazy.
to try for third.
Yep. So yeah, our next match will be the third place match between Handsome Phil and Restless Bag.
That's good. So,
Look.
I just like how we're all sitting around the table differently, so we're all facing like weird
Yeah,
directions in the
different.
corner of the screen.
Well, I
I
should
should look
mirror
down.
mine because you both are looking.
Yeah.
You should mirror us too, so we're kind of looking over it at the screen.
Oh,
over
I
there,
see what you're
but
saying.
yeah. But then my words.
Exactly.
I mean, I can watch.
Right.
I can look
watch
down.
your stream. And there we
No.
go. Nope.
Yep. Yeah, we can set up a mirror, double mirror, and just that way the camera.
So again with the rock strap, although not as like
Yeah.
consistent with it, because the screen is kind of forcing him to deal with that.
And it's within a certain distance and it
Yep,
interrupts.
interrupting
Yeah.
it quite a bit. So,
That's
but
another
I
good
mean,
counter.
Handsome Phil here. A few seconds left on the clock, but I think he's just. Ooh, it's gonna be close.
Oh, one more hit.
Oh, yes, to a little bit more. That would have been a crazy post clock
Yep.
like counter, but all right. So trying the rock strat again. Yeah, the Restless Bag is putting on quite a bit of pressure to
Yeah.
stop that rock toss, or using the screen to kind of contend with it.
Absorb
Yeah, there's a quick crush of the screen right there. Good super use, but a little bit too easy to counteract. Pushing to advantage with the screen. The screen's not going to be around much longer, so they
Oh.
pull out a fresh one, but
Oh,
quickly
the
did
waterfall almost got.
rushing in. Nope,
Yep.
nope, did not get it. Got cornered. Yeah, Handsome Phil. Throwing the rocks. Yeah, Yuraku has pretty good engage and disengage rates as well, so you could definitely do a pretty good rush with her. Trying to get some extra charge to get that screen out quick. Some of these throws.
Problem is, yeah, they end up on the wrong side of the screen. So.
Pretty good run in there. Ooh, wow, yeah, there's a good timing. Just wait for it to go up.
Oh,
dart
did
in.
the twirl.
Yep. Rush in, counter. These are some good like rushes to get past it. You know, block and rush, or use the screen to your advantage to kind of mix it up a little bit. So, different stuff. There's a good hold for the KO.
Feel bad.
We are not done.
Hard slam, trying to pummel the scroll. Super, good super juggle. Record's already down a half.
What the hell?
Defense and trying to follow up there. Up, but got past the rock there. Good to get. Right.
They keep like
You
barely
come
getting
in.
in.
Yep.
Okay, so he
Got
got
on more pressure. Yep.
Yeah.
Out of range from the darts. Oh, this could be
barely.
rough. Corner with the rock, but manages to get some more space. Good push to make the
Your rock
comeback.
is doing a really, for having started
Yeah.
with half health,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like your rock is doing really good.
Holding up really well.
Yep. Defend that rock. Defend that rock. Get in, but
Oh.
a little air kick to get the KO. So first match point going to Hanson Phil. Go on to match 2.
Ready. This will fight.
Getting back into the rocks.
Yeah, he's definitely
But
heavily.
yep, rushing
Yeah.
in there for a good little swing of curses. Still, again, just rush. Get past it. Oh, anticipating the jump.
See, that's why, like, when I was playing against, I had to push, but I think I noticed the one thing Yuraku, because I did this with both Kyoki and Yasu, is you can rush into an attack.
You can.
With
yeah.
Yuraku, you can't. So right when you're rushing, you're basically kind of frozen. So that really gives her the disadvantage.
What do you mean?
What move did she rush in? Basically,
Just
Like
tap
the
forward.
dash attack? The bow strike is a dash attack. Yeah. Yeah. The 2 hits.
okay. So then in this case, it's just that Restless was.
Yep.
Because I
But you
think
don't have to.
Yeah,
There's
but-
other moves you can go into. Because that's the thing
It'd
is
be
like,
another way to interrupt.
you don't necessarily just want to use an attack that can be dashed into. You want something fast so you can take the advantage and get stun on the opponent, and then like follow up. Because I think there is a broader startup on that bowstring. So like even just a light normal, you get a little bit of advantage there, and then work your way up into a combo string.
Fight.
So they're matched 1-1 now. Coming out, being brutal. Restless is trying to force the issue with the folding screen there. And occasionally, yeah, we're
They do a good job
getting
holding
past
up.
it. Yeah.
But again, yeah, get
Kenta
this
doesn't
damage
like that screen, but as soon as it gets out of range. But yeah, I mean, Restless is doing a good job of like blocking, staying kind of close, block the initial
Ooh, trip for that.
upswing. Oh.
That hurt a lot.
Ah. Oof.
stress on
Yeah,
the face.
yeah.
It's a close match.
got. So Antikill takes this one. They take third. Otherwise, Restless needs to get 2 more to force a match 3. Hold back and let the screen do the work here. And get some charge. Just telling Kevin to come get me. Come get me if you want to. At Screen's Edge, it's going to be a harder argument to make, though. Trying to get in there, not getting the timing. Yeah.
They passed. They did a good job.
Yep.
Held out a long time.
Antikill takes 3rd place, and we're going to go on to our grand final with Mr. MKL and Torwald.
Man, who's gonna win this one? Guess we'll wait.
It's a mystery.
We'll wait.
All right, this is the final
I
game.
said, who's gonna win
They're
this?
setting up the round.
Dramatic music.
I think because this was like the final cut, the ending.
Oh,
I
right
didn't.
now they
I didn't. They did it often before the other.
How we do this?
I cut that out. Like here since I
Sorry, quick button check.
Yeah, we can do it.
It's a button check. It's a button check. Woo! Look, I trust you guys. I don't trust computers. So. Good.
Yeah, I think because I was confused. I'm like, why aren't any of them doing anything?
I think this is where Mr. MKL was like, I'm gonna mix it up a little.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Raku's.
Yeah, because I remembered Mr.
good luck,
MKO was like, I think I'll try your rocket this time.
Little templates.
Oh, first shot.
I mean, definitely to your rocket to go at it.
Yeah.
Would definitely be Mr. I know that Mr. MKO was using Shinrao throughout the entire tournament. But he was practicing with Yuraku during the streams before combo breaker.
You know, we kind of just for the show, the replace the combo breaker with their logo.
Should have stuck with Shinru.
Nope, Yasu wins.
Very evenly matched,
Yeah, sorry.
Guys, it's not that late. Come on.
Reading is hard.
Older Yuraku with an umbrella.
Yep. Saving up for
Green
special.
fully charged. Oh man, they're like, pull down that water. Come on.
There's more screens towards each other.
Oh, it's corner punch.
Nice. Oh shit.
Take the right side.
No, cross up, cross up.
Nice.
It's a scary match.
Right?
Yeah, we've already said
Yeah.
the joke. It's done. Way to ruin.
I'm more just checking to see if y'all are paying any attention.
Yeah, mostly. When they pull it off, it does a lot.
Yeah, I mean that's the one thing I definitely know about Mr. MK is he's very good about it.
I tried. I was like, fuck, man, I gotta do something here. All right.
There's Shane in the background talking to Mr. I guess the title.
Yeah.
Yep.
Discussing the money that Shane owes
Normal.
Mr.
All right, so I think that first match point was football, and at this point, yeah, Mr. MKL, I think it's like, all right, I'm gonna go back.
Yep.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to get that money from Shane. It's just
All right, game 2, let's hit.
getting a lot of good blocks and carries. Yeah, they're both just rushing.
I mean, it's still pretty evenly matched.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
I mean like this.
Oh, getting a little dicey. He's gonna hop
I
in.
don't think we saw anyone who was Shinrao use National.
Oh yeah, no, we did. Oh, you're talking about sorry, the
Yeah.
Asherman. No.
I think I saw one that was blocked or
Which is crazy. It's wonky to execute.
Yeah, because it's a charge to a dash.
Turbo taking
That one, but he also covers like most of the screen. Parrying or bursting out.
You do dash back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, come to this side of the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he,
Oh, nice block of the dart.
yeah.
Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. MK. Right there is just like, yeah, I don't.
This side.
Yeah, I mean that was beautifully executed.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even realize that Mr. MK. This match, yeah.
Up. Go. Just the corner. There's the super.
Nice.
Just a
Ah.
little bit. Ooh. Try to get some health recovery in the corner there. I don't think
Yeah,
it took.
I couldn't quite tell. Take
Ah,
three.
both close it.
Oh.
It wasn't much.
Four ball takes. So let's hold here while watch the presentation of the winners. It's the final bracket. And then we'll see you guys on the flip side.
Second place is Mr. MKL. Our second place trophy. And custom G13. And then in first place, we have Torball. Your copy of the game, as well as a custom G13.
Create a good game next year. We want a tournament with bar stick.
So congrats
Yeah.
to all of our winners and everybody that participated. Big thank you to everybody for joining us at Combo Breaker, and it was a blast.
Yep. It was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I know that Mr. MKL has been using his prize a lot, especially because you can customize the little screen.
Yep.
But yeah, this was the first time, because for NakaCon we gave the big hot Haute, whatever. I need to really look and see how it's supposed to pronounce, but the hot hoot.
I think it's Hote.
I don't give a hoot, don't pollute.
Yep.
But what is it? It was the Hout 42. I'm gonna just say Hout just so we can
Okay,
move on.
okay.
Hout 42 T13. That was first place for Naka. This one was the same for first place, but we bought a smaller G13 and for second, and I freaking love that thing. I think
Yeah.
that one looks so cool. But
Nice and portable.
I know that Mr. MKL's really enjoyed it, and then Torball was like the second he got it, he swapped to Yuraku's
The Yuraku art.
Yeah, and he's just like, I've been using that since.
Very fitting since he won.
So yeah, that's always what happens when you join one of our tournaments. You're leaving with a prize that you can use.
Yeah. And a copy of the game.
and a dope little like commemorative card.
Yeah.
So. But I think that's gonna do it for tonight.
Yeah.
But thank you everybody for joining. This was really fun. Again, we will be doing a like official kind of like combo breaker like breakdown of the whole event soon. So keep up on our social channels for that. Speaking of social channels, you can see it on the bottom of the screen right now, but you can find us on pretty much almost everything. So X or Twitter. Oh no, I should have called it Twitter. Why did I call it X? Anyways.
Yep.
Blue Sky, Instagram, Facebook, so Discord, yes. Join our Discord.
You gave away prizes for people that joined.
Yep, yeah. I also did raffles for people who joined as well. So, but that's gonna do it for us. Thank you all for joining, and we will see you next time.
See ya.